5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to our channel.
Peace be upon you, and Allah's mercy and blessings. Welcome to our YouTube channel. On this occasion, we will present a discussion of the fifth pillar of Islam, namely the pilgrimage, which is one of the pillars of Islam that is obligatory for every able-bodied Muslim. Let's start. The fifth pillar of Islam is the Hajj. The pilgrimage has been an integral part of Islamic history and culture for centuries. These are very meaningful times for millions of Muslims around the world, as they gather in Mecca, the city endowed with glory and holiness, to perform the sacred rituals ordained by Allah. During the pilgrimage, the pilgrims experience an amazing moment. They are dressed in a special ihram, a simple and clean white cloth, signifying simplicity and purity of heart. They underwent a series of activities such as Tawaf around the Kaaba, which is a monument built by Prophet Ibrahim and his son Ismail. Pilgrims also perform Sa'i, a journey between the hills of Safa and Marwa, remembering the struggle of Hajar, the wife of Prophet Ibrahim, who jogged in search of water for his son, Prophet Ismail. It is a reminder of the steadfastness and trust in facing the trials that God gives to his people. The climax of the pilgrimage journey is when Muslims gather at Padang Arafat. This is where they stand together, regardless of ethnicity, language or social status. This is a moment of regret, reflection, and a request for forgiveness from Allah. Under the sunlight that illuminates the desert, hearts are filled with hope and a sense of inferiority. Apart from that, pilgrims also throw stones at the three pillars of Satan, showing rejection of temptations and evil. Qurban, the act of sacrificing an animal as a form of devotion to Allah, is also performed as a reminder of the loyalty and obedience that Muslims must have. Hajj is not only a physical journey, but also a spiritual journey. In carrying out this prayer, Muslims feel a strong sense of unity and brotherhood, which eliminates ethnic, cultural and national boundaries. They experience warmth and closeness with fellow Muslims from different parts of the world. Through the pilgrimage, Muslims also try to follow in the footsteps of Prophet Abraham, who, with courage and sincerity, devoted himself to Allah. Hajj teaches the importance of simplicity, perseverance and sacrifice in facing life's trials. In the following videos on our channel, we will take you deep into the pilgrimage journey, reveal more details about the rituals performed, share inspirational stories of pilgrims, and dive into the beauty and meaning behind this extraordinary pilgrimage. So, let's explore the world of pilgrimage together, contemplating the wonders and awesomeness of this spiritual journey. There is a story that begins at the time of Prophet Ibrahim, Abraham, and Prophet Ismail, Ishmael. In that era, both of them were chosen by Allah to rebuild the Kaaba in Mecca, the holy place which is the center of worship to Allah. Over time, the Kaaba has become a place visited by people of various religions seeking spirituality and peace. During that time, however, pagan and idol-worshipping practices were also rampant in Mecca. This obscures the original purpose of the Kaaba as a monotheistic place of worship. However, during his journey, Ibrahim received a revelation from Allah to purify the place and teach mankind about the correct practice of worship. In 610 AD, the last of the prophets, Muhammad, received a revelation from Allah instructing Muslims to perform the pilgrimage. The Prophet Muhammad led the first pilgrimage with thousands of his followers. On this journey, he eradicated the pagan practices of the Kaaba and restored its meaning as a center of pure worship. Since then, Hajj has become one of the 5 pillars of Islam that every Muslim who is physically and financially able to perform is obligatory. Hajj is not just a physical journey to Mecca, it is also a meaningful spiritual journey. This is the moment when Muslims gather from all corners of the world to face Allah with sincere and solemn hearts. When a Muslim enters the state of ihram, wearing a special dress that denotes modesty and purity, they enter a different world. They circle 7 times around the Kaaba in Tawaf, reflecting reverence and honor towards Allah. Then, they jog between the hills of Safa and Marwa in Sa'i, remembering the struggle of Hajar, the mother of the Prophet Ismail. The highlight of the pilgrimage is when standing at Padang Arafat. There, millions of Muslims gather and stand together in unity and humility. In this moment, they pray, repent, and ask God's forgiveness. Waqf is a symbol of the last day of judgment and is a time full of emotion and introspection. After standing, the Muslims continued their journey by hurling stones at the 3 satanic pillars. It represents rejection of satanic temptations and a desire to distance oneself from sin. Finally, they perform a sacrifice, sacrificing animals as a sign of their devotion and loyalty to Allah. Hajj has a deep meaning for every Muslim who performs it. Apart from erasing past sins, the pilgrimage also teaches patience, sacrifice, and respect for the footsteps of the Prophet Abraham. On this journey, Muslims unite their hearts and find unity in diversity. Hajj is an experience that transforms the soul and builds a closer relationship with Allah. Every year, Muslims from all over the world prepare for this journey, which is a true dream for many. On their pilgrimage, they find spiritual strength and connectedness with other Muslims. Hajj is a time when Muslims unite as one ummah in fulfilling Allah's holy call. The pilgrimage does not only provide individual spiritual benefits, but also has a wider impact. During this trip, Muslims interact with fellow Muslims from various cultural, ethnic and linguistic backgrounds. They shared stories, experiences, and joys, which resulted in a strong bond of brotherhood between them. Apart from that, Hajj is also an opportunity for Muslims to deepen their understanding of Islamic teachings and increase their knowledge of the history of their religion. They learned about the courage and patience of the Prophet Abraham, Hajar's determination, and the values of simplicity, humility and kindness that are emphasized in Islamic teachings. During the Hajj journey, Muslims also share strong moments of togetherness. They worship together at the Grand Mosque, share time together in prayer and dhikr, and listen to sermons and lectures from inspiring scholars. All of this creates an uplifting atmosphere and strengthens the bonds of Muslims around the world. In addition, the pilgrimage trip also has a significant economic impact. Every year, millions of pilgrims come to Mecca, giving a boost to the tourism, transportation and other related service industries. This creates economic opportunities, such as infrastructure development, hotel construction, and increased employment in the area around Mecca. The opportunity to perform Hajj is a great gift for every Muslim. However, not all Muslims can attend these trips due to physical, financial or other constraints. Therefore, Muslims who are unable to perform Hajj are expected to perform other forms of worship and maintain their spiritual bond with Allah. In conclusion, Hajj is a spiritual journey that has rich historical roots and deep meaning in Islam. He teaches Muslims about moderation, unity, forgiveness and devotion to Allah. Through this journey, Muslims experience spiritual transformation and strengthen their bond with Allah and fellow Muslims. Hajj also creates an opportunity to build social relationships, deepen religious understanding, and make an economic impact on Mecca and its surroundings. Allah's love is perfect. Seeing the enthusiasm of Muslims around the world makes the Saudi Arabian government have to limit the quota of each country that wants to send its people to perform the pilgrimage, thus forming long queues. But the desire for the Holy Land can be cured by Umrah worship, which is the journey spiritual to Mecca that Muslims can do at any time of the year. Even though it does not have the same status as Hajj, which is a pillar of Islam, Umrah still has a high significance and value of worship in Islam. The link between Hajj and Umrah is that both are performed in Mecca and involve a visit to the Grand Mosque, where the Kaaba stands. These two trips also involve the implementation of certain rituals of worship, such as Tawaf, Sa'i, and Tahallul, ending the state of Ihram. While Hajj has a specific time period and must be performed in the month of Dhul-Hijjah, Umrah can be performed at any time of the year, except at certain times such as during Hajj. Therefore, Umrah provides an opportunity for Muslims who cannot afford to perform Hajj or who wish to deepen their experience of worship in Mecca. Umrah is also considered a sunnah or sunnah worship in Islam. Performing Umrah is an opportunity to get rewards and get closer to Allah. It also provides an opportunity to deepen religious understanding, reflect on oneself, and strengthen a spiritual bond with God. Even though Umrah and Hajj differ in their status and timing, they still share the same goals, namely strengthening a spiritual relationship with Allah, seeking forgiveness of sins, and increasing awareness of Islamic values. The two also build bonds among Muslims from different parts of the world and promote unity among them. In practice, many Umrah pilgrims also combine Umrah trips with visits to historical sites around Mecca and Medina, such as the Prophet's Mosque and Jabal Uhud. It provides an opportunity to broaden understanding of Islamic history and draw inspiration from the life of the Prophet Muhammad and his companions. In conclusion, Umrah is a spiritual journey that is different from Hajj, but has a high value of worship in Islam. It provides an opportunity for Muslims to draw closer to Allah, strengthen spiritual bonds, and deepen understanding of religion. Despite their differences, Hajj and Umrah complement each other and provide opportunities for Muslims to worship and receive great rewards. Thank you for watching our video about Hajj. We hope that this experience has given you a deeper understanding of the meaning and beauty of this spiritual journey. Hajj is not just a physical journey, but also a soul journey that tests our patience, perseverance and sincerity in worshiping Allah. He gives lessons about brotherhood, unity, and a sense of inferiority before Him. Hopefully this video will be a source of inspiration for you to practice worship more sincerely and deeply. Let's continue to strengthen our bonds with Allah and fellow Muslims, embodying the values of compassion, humility and perseverance taught during the pilgrimage. If you enjoy our content, please don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell so you don't miss our latest videos about religion, spirituality and life's journey. Thanks again for your time and concern. May Allah accept all of our worship and bless our journey in life. See you in our next videos. Happy greetings and let's maintain world peace. Differences are beautiful.